Stila has come out with 2 new palettes for spring this year. One is an eyeshadow palette and the other one is a convertible color dual lip and cheek palette. So it's a palette full of their lip and cheek duos that they do, the cream ones. And I've never tried those before. I've always swatched them when I went in the store, like Sephora and stuff, but I've never broke down and bought one of their convertible colors. So I thought this would be a good way to try them out because the palette comes with 12 of them. And here I am getting ahead of myself again. But these are with the cardboard boxes that both the palettes came in. They're just a plain cardboard box. And then the eye palette did come with a little pamphlet in there with the shade names and then a couple eye looks inside of there. I'll start off with the eyeshadow palette, which is called the Nouveau Natural Eyeshadow Palette, and it comes in about the same size packaging and style of packaging as the In the Windows Are the Eyes palettes that came out a couple months ago. Inside there are 12 eyeshadows, and then there is a mirror on top of here as well. Each shadow contains, they didn't break it down, but it's 0.51 ounces of product, or 14.5 grams. So it's a pretty good amount of shadow that you're getting per eyeshadow. And then there are 8 mattes in here and 4 shimmer shades, which I'll get up close to the lens and you guys can get a better look at that. But I did use this palette and also the convertible lip and cheek palette on my face today. So if you want to see how I got the look on my face and those products demoed, that will be towards the end of the video for you. But I was really happy with the way this eyeshadow palette performed. I tried to use quite a few mattes because that's where I tend to have troubles on my dry lids, is with matte shades, and this performed really well. The shadow look came, I used like 6 shades and it came together really nice. It was super easy to do. The darkest shade, there was very minimal fallout with that one. When I dipped my brush into the matte shades, I didn't feel like there was this poof of powder coming up either, which was really nice. And then these aren't the creamiest, like the butteriest, creamiest feeling mattes to the fingertips, but I found that sometimes those matte type of shadows really aren't the best performing. And these here, they don't feel like super dry, but they're not like the butteriest. Like if you're used to like the Lorac Pro, they're not like that, but I don't like Lorac Pro mattes anyway. These here, they built and they blend and they adhere to themselves very well, which I know that the, what are they called? The Eyes Are the Window shadow palettes. There was some, quite a few mixed feelings about those particular palettes, and when I had done a first impressions on them, the shadows across the board, the shimmers, the satins, and the mattes that were in like the mixed palettes and stuff were really inconsistent. But when I used them, which was really surprising, like that's why I don't like to go buy finger swatches very often. I like to see how it performs. I did have to go into those palettes with my brush a few times to pick up the product. It was a little bit difficult to pick up product, but once I got it on my eyes, like even the worst swatching turquoise shade in that one palette, I was able to get it on the eyes and blend it, and it looked really pretty. So that was kind of a little strange. So I'm kind of under the, coming to the conclusion that sometimes these less buttery feeling mattes or creamy feeling mattes perform better on the eyes. This particular palette though, I felt like I didn't really have to dig my brush into any of the shades that I use. It was just, you know, a little swirl and I was able to pick up product and apply it. So I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with the way the look came out and everything. So I'm going to get up close and give you guys some swatches of this and read off the shades, and then I'm going to compare them side by side to the other 3 neutral palettes from the Eyes Are the Window collection. So here is what the outside of the packaging looks like, and then here is the back. You've got the names listed on there like that, and then inside you've got your 12 eyeshadows. For shimmer shades, you've got these 2 right here are shimmers, and then these 2 right here are shimmers. The rest of the shades in the palette are mattes. So shimmer, shimmer, and then shimmer, shimmer. Then I'll read off the names for you guys. This is Kitten, Dune, Instinct, Wind, Individual, Desire, Wit, Jezebel, Understanding, and then you got Cocoa, Gilded Gold, and Java right there. Now I'll go ahead and give you guys some swatches. I'll just go this way. Got nice pigmentation. Do the next ones. And then the last row. So here is Eyes Are the Window in Spirit over here, and then here is Nouveau Natural Eye next to each other. Right off the bat I can see on the back here that Jezebel and Kitten are repeat shades between the two. But those are the ones I see right off the bat. Now here you have got the Eyes Are the Window in Soul right here, and then here's the Nouveau Natural palette next to each other. Individual I'm seeing is a repeat in both, the shade Individual. And that's all I'm noticing with these two right off the bat. And then here is the Eyes of the Window palette in Mind over here, and then the Nouveau Natural on the left. And Instinct is a repeat in there. Wit is a repeat in there. Those are the two repeats that I see. Oh, Understanding is a repeat. So I'm seeing 3 repeated shades between these two palettes right here. I did swatch all of the Eyes Are the Window palettes in the video, which I'll link that down below if you guys want to see like swatches of these ones. But the packaging is pretty much the same size and width and everything. It's just these ones have got a metallic finish and a little bit of a design on the front. This one just says Stila on it. I'm really happy with the way that this performed. Again, I think my first initial impressions of the first one, even though the shades were really inconsistent and some of the shades I really had to stuff my brush into, they performed on the eyes, which I feel like this here really performed on the eyes. And then like when I was doing the demo, I was thinking in my mind, do I think this is just so fabulous? Because I had just got done 2 days. I used I picked up 2 of the new Hourglass, what are they called? The Infinity palettes. I picked up 2 more for the greater good. I'll fill you guys in on those in a haul, but oh, this is just like heaven compared to those. So, but it did work out really nice and it blended really nice and the look came out good and it was easy as well. So that is the Nouveau Natural Eyeshadow Palette. And then the other palette, which is the Filled with Florals Convertible Color Dual Lip and Cheek Palette. Same exact type of packaging, and then you have got the colors in there, showing up pretty true in the viewfinder too, which is awesome. There's 0.42 ounces of product, or 12 grams total in this particular palette, and these are cream products. I had used this color right here, which is called Gerbera, this color right here the other day, and I was really happy with it. I used Lilium, which is this color right here, both on my cheeks and on my lips. Again, this is the first time I've used the convertible colors from Stila. Really happy with these. I stippled on the Lilium shade with a Sephora angled synthetic brush. I put the product on there kind of evenly, put it on my hand and tapped it in there, and it went over my powder really nice. Granted, I didn't, blend back and forth. I just pushed it onto my face in like a stippling motion, and the product really makes my skin look hydrated, which it's the middle of winter, my skin has been so dry, so I really like the effect of it. It literally looks like my skin has drank a ton of moisture today. And as much lotion as I put on, I can never put on enough, but I like the effect that gave my cheeks. And I use the same shade on my lips. The pigmentation is good. It feels nice. I don't find them particularly moisturizing, but they're not drying at all. I've had this shade on here for probably 3 hours now, and it still feels great. It still feels really good on my lips. And then there's a slight itty bitty bit of tackiness right here on my cheeks, but it's not major at all, which is probably why my cheeks look so dewy, but I really like the effect of it. I did go over it with the Guerlain Meteorites pressed, and the product still didn't move around on my cheeks, so that is really nice. I'm like thinking to myself, why haven't I been using these a long time ago? Because I know I've heard a lot about them on the internet and stuff, and people really like the convertible colors, so I'm just really pleased with this palette. It makes my skin look really great. This is probably the best dual cheek and lip product that I have come across. I've tried the YSL ones. I've tried quite a few, you know, the products that claim to be able to be used on the cheeks and the lips. I tried one from Umura, which was horrible. I don't really care for the YSL ones, the baby doll ones for lips and cheeks. This is the best formula I've tried that work very nice on both the lips and the cheeks, I think. So let me get up close, and the packaging is exactly the same, but I'm going to swatch them for you guys and give you a better look. So same packaging, and then you have got a mirror in there, and then the back of the shades are listed right there. So let me read them off. You've got Lilium, Magnolia, Tulip, you've got Camellia, Peony, and Rose. Then you've got Gladiola, Peach Blossom, and Hibiscus. And then there's Gerbera or Gerbera, Petunia, and Fuchsia. And from what I'm seeing here in the viewfinder, these are showing up very true to color. So let's give you some swatches. They're really creamy. They're really pigmented too. They've got nice pigmentation. I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I do. There's those ones. Do these ones. And then the last row. The two shades that I did use so far in here are the two lightest out of the palette, and they showed up, well, I'm pretty light, but they showed up really nice on my skin tone. I think that this would work on a lot of skin tones. I'm really happy with this. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Now if you're interested in seeing a demo of the products, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. So for blush here, I'm going to dip into this shade right here, which is called Lilium. And I'm going to use my finger to get the product out, just on the tip. And I'm going to put it on the back of my hand and kind of spread it out so that I can get it evenly across my brush, because I am going to be putting this over a light bit of powder, because I do have a light dusting of powder over my BB cream. So kind of in that type of a fashion right there. And then I'm going to take the Sephora Pro Angled Blush Brush number 49. This is from the Sephora and Marsala Color of the Year collection, and I'm going to just dip that into that so that it fits fully over the surface of the brush evenly, since I'm going over that powder. And then I'm just going to stipple it on like this. I don't want to rub because I don't want to disturb the makeup underneath. Just kind of stipple it on there. Now let's get into this eyeshadow palette. I already primed my eyes from the lash line to up underneath the brow with the RMS Uncover Up. Everything that's on my face in this video will be listed down below for you guys. And then I'm going to go in with a Goss number 18 brush, and I'm going to go into Kitten. I'm going to pick some of that up, and then I'm going to pack that on the inner 2/3 of the lid. Then I'm going to pick up a little bit of Jezebel with that same Goss 18 brush, and I'm going to put it out here and bring it into the Kitten shade a bit. Then on a Chikuhodo GSN 9 brush, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is a matte, and that is called Cocoa. I'm going to put that on the outer corner and bring it in through the crease a bit. Pick up a little bit more product. And then I'm going to go back in with the Goss 18. I'm not going to pick up any more product, but I'm just going to blend these together a little bit. I do have just a dash of fallout, so I'm going to brush that off real quick. Then on a Goss number 6 brush, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is also a matte. It's called Understanding. I'm going to try to use quite a few mattes because that's where on my particular lids I have more trouble. So let's pick up some of that, and then I'm gonna blend out the cocoa shade with that. Starting up here, pick up a bit more. And then I'm going to go back in with that number 9 brush. I'm not going to pick up any more product, but I'm just going to fade this up through the crease a bit more. And then one more time with the Goss number 6. So far, so good though. It's looking real nice. And then on a Chikuhodo GSN 7 brush, I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is called Desire, and it is also a matte. And I'm going to put that underneath the brow and bring it down. And then we'll fade up that other shade. I almost could just leave it just like that because it kind of faded itself. But I'm going to go back into Understanding again, and with a Goss number 19 brush, and I'm just going to pick up a bit of that and run it through here. Just real lightly. Very nice. These are adhering to each other great. They're blending great as well. Sweet. I'm going to take that Goss 19 brush and go into this shade right here, which is also a matte. It's called Wit. And I'm going to put just a bit of that. It's a little bit deeper than the Understanding shade. I'm going to put that a little bit through here. These are blending so nice. That ought to get her. For lips, I've got the good old Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I'm just going to go ahead and line them and kind of fade it inwards. And then I'm going to go into the same color that we put on our cheeks, and that is the shade Lilium right here. And I'm just going to use my finger to put this on. So there is the overall finished look using the 2 new spring palettes from Stila. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.